morning finds its way, the room still half dreaming at the edge of day.
You open up the window, cool air on your skin.
The rooftops catch the sunlight, letting daylight in. This hour feels gentle. Stay in the open sunlight.
Stay in the easy flow.
Let the rhythm guide us anywhere we go. Your shadow on the wooden floor moves with the light. The piano softly circling, warm and bright.
Funny how the silence feels calm
And white clouds drifting over rooftops, slow and clear. Let the daylight hold us.
Let the music stay.
Nothing needs to hurry. We can start the day. We can start the day.
Early light on the hallway, soft across the floor. Night slipping quietly through the open door.
You're standing by the window, watching rooftops shine. The city slowly breathing, keeping gentle time.
This morning feels gone. Like the day can't wait.
Stay in this rising sunlight.
Stay in the quiet flow.
Let the rhythm carry where the soft winds go. Warm air through the balcony touches your skin. The piano keeps returning like it's always been.
Funny how the silence
Feels strong and wide. Clouds moving over rooftops, slow and bright. Let the daylight guide us. Let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry. We can drift the day. settles on the window, a quiet silver glow. The night slowly loosening, letting the daylight show.
You're standing near the kettle, steam rising in the air. The street below still dreaming, nothing moving there.
The silence feels warmer, like the world is kind. Stay in the early sunlight,
Stay where the rhythm moves.
let the moment guide us. We have nothing to prove. Your reflection in the glass, soft against the sky. The piano drifting slowly while the clouds pass by. Funny how the morning feels gentle and wide. A breeze across the balcony, light and clear.
Let the daylight hold us.
Let the music stay
We can start the journey.
slowly through the day. I remember the exact second it loosened.
Not your hand,
Not your voice,
invisible thread.
that used to pull me toward you.
Suddenly,
It didn't. You were still there,
still familiar,
still standing in the same light.
but it wasn't leeching anymore. I wasn't bending my future
To include you,
I wasn't adjusting myself
to keep something alive.
that had already chosen to fade. I felt you becoming distant,
Not in space, in me. And that's when I understood everything. You didn't leave.
you became unnecessary to who I was becoming.
Not because you failed me,
'Cause I finally arrived inside myself.
I stopped negotiating with memory.
Stop protecting something
That no longer protected me.
I didn't feel empty, clear in a way that doesn't ask questions. Clear in a way that doesn't look back. You were never meant to stay where you were.
No longer needed.
Now when I hear your name,
It doesn't interrupt me
it passes through.
like something that once mattered.
And completed its purpose. You were part of my awakening. But I am no longer asleep.
I remember the exact second it loosened. I remember the invisible thread.
That invisible thread.
When I hear you were part of my awakening, then completed its purpose.
So
I remember you were part of my awakening.
for remember this place. You were still there.
I remember
You were still there.
you were still there.
You were still there.
You were still there. You were still there.
I remember the exact second that loosened.
I remember
The exact second it's the invisible thread.
I remember
The invisible
thread. I remember
Ooh, you are still there.
the your hand,
Let your voice,
the invisible thread.
the invisible thread.
Soft blue on the ceiling, morning barely awake. A quiet line of sunlight across the lake of day. You're standing with the window open, cool air on your skin. The street below still silent, letting the light come in. Feels like the world is pausing, just long enough to breathe.
Stay in the open sunlight,
Stay in the gentle sound.
let the rhythm guide us where the calm is found.
Your shadow on the floor moves with the rising day. The piano drifting slowly, carrying us away. Strange how the quiet feels bigger than the sky. Clouds sliding over rooftops, wide and slow. Let the daylight hold us.
Let the music stay.
Nothing needs to hurry. We can drift this way.
A pale glow on the curtains, night slowly fades away. The room's still quiet, breathing at the edge of day.
You walk across the kitchen, barefoot on the floor. The city's still in shadows, like it was before.
This calm feels rare,
Like time steps aside. Stay in the gentle sunlight, stay where the rhythm flows. Let the morning carry anywhere it goes. Warm air through the window moves a silver light. candles waking over rooftops, slow and bright. Let the daylight find us, let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry at the start of the day.
Soft amber on the curtain.
Morning finds the room,
A quiet breath of daylight
breaking through the gloom.
You sit beside the window,
Tracing lines of sun. The street below still empty, the day not fully begun. This calm feels rare,
like the sky just opening there.
stay in the growing daylight.
Stay in the steady flow. Let the rhythm guide us where the slow winds go.
Warm breeze across the table, moving through your hair. The piano softly echoing like a whispered prayer. Funny how the morning feels gentle and new.
Clouds rising past the
Rooftops clear and blue. Let the sunlight find us, let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry, we can start the day.
There was no final moment, no clear separation. Just the quiet realization
That I was no longer shaped by your presence. He used to exist inside my gravity, inside the way I understood calm.
I leaned into your existence
Without hesitation,
without questioning its permanence. I thought stability lived in you.
I thought certainty came from closeness.
I didn't realize
Certainty had always lived inside me.
I saw you becoming steady without needing anything from me. Does that image reveal the truth?
You were never holding me together.
I was holding on to something
That had already released me.
I didn't feel lost.
I felt
Return to the part of myself
that had never depended on anything outside.
you didn't leave emptiness.
You left
Awareness that I had always been enough. Awareness that I had always been whole. You were never incomplete on your own.
Now when I breathe, it feels uninterrupted. There is no hesitation,
No attachment.
no unfinished meaning.
You were part of my past,
But I am no longer shaped by what has already ended. still half dreaming, moving soft and slow.
This hour feels lighter,
like nothing needs to rush.
this hour feels lighter,
like nothing needs to rush.
Stay in this golden sunlight,
Stay in this golden sunlight.
stay in the gentle flow,
Stay in the gentle flow.
let the rhythm carry
Where the calm winds go. A breeze moves a curtain, sand across your face. The piano keeps repeating, holding the space.
Funny how the morning feels warm and white,
Clouds drifting slowly across the blue. Clouds drifting slowly across the blue. Let the daylight guide us. Let the music stay. Nothing pulling forward. We can drift this way. A soft line of daylight slides across the floor. The room slowly breathing like it did before.
you're leaning on the window, watching colors rise up.
Morning in the distance, quiet in your eyes. This hour feels open, like the sky can wait.
Stay in the waking sunlight,
Stay in the steady flow. Let the rhythm guide us anywhere it goes. Anywhere it goes. Warm air through the balcony, curtains drifting slow. The piano keeps returning like a gentle echo. Funny how the silence feels wide and clear. Clouds moving over rooftops, soft and bright. Let the daylight hold us. Let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry at the start of the day.
a quiet thread of daylight spills across the room.
Night loosens slowly, making space for noon.
You rest against the window, on the glass.
The city turns beneath us like a tide that's passing. This morning feels wider, like the sky leans in.
Stay where the daylight opens.
Stay in the easy flow. Let the rhythm guide us where the slow winds go.
Warm cups on the counter.
Steam lifting thin. The piano circles softly like a thought within. Strange how the quiet feels deep and clear. Cloud shadows drifting across the roofs.
Let the sunlight lead us.
Let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry. We can ease the day.
First light on the hallway, soft across the floor. Night slowly leaving, like it's been here before.
You open up the window, cool air on your face. The rooftops catch the sunlight, filling up the space. This morning feels open, like the day can wait. Stay in the quiet sunlight. Stay in the gentle flow. Let the rhythm guide us anywhere we go. Your shadow moves beside me across the wooden floor. The piano keeps returning like it's played before. Funny how the silence feels wide and clear. Clouds waking over rooftops, soft and bright. Let the daylight hold us. Let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry. We and didn't notice the last time you lived inside my thoughts.
There was no signal,
only the quiet realization
that I had already stepped beyond you.
You used to exist inside my certainty, inside every fragile version of tomorrow.
I leaned into your presence
Without hesitation,
without questioning its permanence.
I thought stability came from you.
I thought certainty lived in your closeness.
I didn't realize
Certainty had always lived inside me. I saw you become and calm
without needing anything from me. And calm revealed everything.
You were never holding me together.
I was holding on to something
That had already released me.
I didn't feel lost.
I felt
Return to the version of myself
that always existed beneath attachment. You didn't leave emptiness,
you left awareness.
awareness that I had always been enough. You were never incomplete on your own. Now when I stand in silence,
It belongs entirely to me,
not shaped by memory,
not shaped by expectation.
not shaped by you.
You're part of my past.
But I am no longer shaped by what has already ended. didn't notice.
I didn't notice the last time. I didn't notice the last time. Morning light on the ceiling, quiet in the air. The room slowly waking, nothing pulling anywhere.
You open up the window, cool air on your face. The rooftops catching sunlight, filling up the space.
The south feels open,
Like the world can wait.
stay in the quiet sunlight, stay in the gentle flow. Let the rhythm guide us anywhere we go.
Warm breeze through the balcony, curtains drifting slow.
The piano softly circling like a steady glow.
Funny how the silence feels wide and clear. Clouds moving over rooftops, soft and bright. The day slowly rising out of the night.
Let the daylight hold us, let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry, we can drift the day.
Soft morning through the curtains,
Quiet on the floor,
the room still holding night.
like it did before. You lean against the window,
Watching rooftops shine.
the city slowly breathing, keeping gentle time.
This calm feels different.
Like the day can wait, stay in the open sunlight,
Stay in a gentle flow.
let the rhythm guide us anywhere we go. and slow. Morning moving forward in a golden glow. Let the daylight find us. Let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry. We can drift the day. We can drift the day.
Thin light on the curtains, the night slips away.
A quiet kind of morning, beginning the day. You're standing by the window, looking at the sky.
Rooftops slowly glowing.
As the clouds drift by,
This calm feels deeper.
like the day can wait. Stay in the rising sunlight, stay in a gentle flow.
Let the rhythm guide us
Anywhere we go. Warm air through the balcony, moving through your hair.
The piano keeps returning.
Like a thought we share.
Funny how the silence
Feels wide and clear. Clouds waking over rooftops,
soft
and slow. Morning stretching softly in a golden glow. Let the daylight hold us.
Let the music stay.
Nothing needs to hurry. We can drift the day.
Pale gold on the curtains, morning in the air. I've dreaming quiet everywhere.
You step onto the balcony, watching rooftops glow. The city slowly breathing, moving soft and slow. This hour feels gentle,
like the day can wait.
Stay in the early sunlight, stay in the steady flow. Let the rhythm guide us. Let the rhythm go. Warm wind through the doorway touches your face. The piano softly circling, holding the space. Funny how the quiet feels deep and clear. Clouds drifting over rooftops wide and slow. Morning opening softly in a golden glow. Let the daylight find us. Let the music stay. Nothing needs to hurry. We can ease the day.